Are you struggling with brain fog, memory lapses, mood swings, anxiety, or maybe even depression? These are all menopausal symptoms that have almost nothing to do with the ovaries shutting down. We do know that in menopause, as estrogen is declining and there's so many other hormonal changes happening, so many things go wrong. So many changes begin to happen, especially in the health of a woman. But what most people don't realize is that the ovaries produce estrogen, but the brain does have its own estrogen and progesterone. Not as much as the ovaries, but it does have some. And so as the estrogen in the ovaries is declining, the estrogen in the brain too is declining. And so these mood swings, brain fog, memory lapses are all coming from that estrogen in the brain declining. So when you think of your self-care tool in menopause, you also need to think of things and lifestyle changes that will improve brain health. Here are some things that you can start to take care of immediately. Number one is making sure that you're taking care of your nutrition. Nutrition is big. So make sure that you're getting fatty fish because all those will produce omega-3s. They also have B vitamins and selenium, which are key for brain health. Make sure that you're getting leafy green vegetables because they have polyphenols, antioxidants, all that are required for the brain, including berries. Berries also have antioxidants and polyphenols that are great for brain health. And then include things like walnuts. Walnuts help the brain as they have magnesium. Magnesium is necessary for the brain. Also make sure that you're including spices, things like turmeric, cinnamon, ginger, cloves. All those have been shown to really help with brain health. And then one big thing is to reduce sugar. And I know you might see in some social media outlets telling you that, oh, the occasional cookie is not bad. But you have to remember that in menopause, we are functioning with already a body that is struggling due to hormonal changes. And you will notice that when you have sugar, especially those cookies and cakes, then your hot flashes increase and also memory and mood is not very good. And you may even be struggling at night with night sweats. Another thing that influences brain health so much in menopause is hot flashes and sleep disturbances. Those are not only annoying, but they also affect the brain. Next thing that you need to include is exercise. Exercise is a huge needle mover. It moves the needle in a very big way in menopausal health, and especially strength training, building resistance. What exercise does, it produces something known as BDNF, that is brain-derived neurotrophic factor. And what that does, it's like the fertilizer for our brain. So it helps the brain make those new connections that we need now that estrogen is decreasing. Also, exercise improves mood. That means that those mood swings are not as bad. Exercise also helps the body to metabolize sugar, glucose, and estrogen. We need to notice that estrogen plays a huge role. It is vital for glucose metabolism. And so when you exercise, your body will be able to move that glucose into your muscles and your brain is happier that way. The next thing that you need to make sure that you're doing is sleep. And I know it's very difficult in menopause to get enough sleep, but you need to try and improve your sleep hygiene so that you can be able to sleep, because when you don't sleep, your brain gets affected in a negative way. Taking care of your sleep does not start the minute you're going to bed. It starts earlier than that. You want to make sure that in the morning you're seeing natural light in your eyes without sunglasses. It doesn't mean the sun, natural light. What that does, it reorganizes your circadian rhythm, because your circadian rhythm takes care of your sleep. We wake up with the sun, we go to bed as the sun is going down. When you see that natural light in your eyes without sunglasses in the morning, that then kind of reorganizes your circadian rhythm. And then at the other end of the day, you need to shut down those blue lights about 2 hours before you go to bed. So shut down the computers, the phones, have a darker atmosphere. And then make sure that the room that you're sleeping in, your bedroom, is darker, making sure that you've closed the curtains and you don't have too many lights, and that it's also cooler. And if you sleep with clothes and blankets, make sure that they're not overheating your body. Then make sure that you do not eat too close to bedtime, because that will disrupt your sleep. And also, one thing that we need to notice is that one of the precursors of melatonin is our sleep hormone. Serotonin is a precursor for melatonin. 90% of serotonin is created in your gut. So make sure that you're taking care of your gut health, and I will do another video, a longer video on that. The next thing that we need to take care of is stress, because stress will disrupt brain health. When you're too stressed, the hormone that takes care of stress, which is known as cortisol, rises. When cortisol is constantly elevated, you get a lot of inflammation in your body, and that means that your brain is also getting inflamed and you're not managing to recover properly, and so your brain is suffering. Make sure that you do take care of stress. Things like yoga, exercise, meditation, taking some time alone, walking in nature, making sure that you're taking care of that stress and reducing it. The other thing is social connection. We need social connection as human beings. So do not be alone. Look out for friends, connect with family, people who share the same interests as you, other women who are going through menopause. Those social connections really do help to bring brain health back, and they help to keep that brain active. Also, making sure that you're learning new things. Learning helps to keep that brain active so that you're not suffering. On this channel, I share a lot about menopause health, so make sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share it with someone else. Thank you.